What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of Celebrity Jump. Guys, I know you remember that video I did a few months ago about Kirk Franklin's son, Kerrion. And earlier this year, Mr. Franklin leaked a phone call where Kirk Franklin was using some explicit language towards him. He painted Kirk Franklin in a very negative light in the video. It went viral. And it made Kirk Franklin look really bad. He had to come out and apologize about his actions and things like that. And, you know, he had Kerrion Franklin by another woman who was not his current wife. And so, you know, Kirk Franklin had him at an early age, and he said that, you know, I tried to do everything I could for my son. But unfortunately, it didn't work out. But now, Kerrion Franklin is back at it again. This time, accusing his own mother of abuse, assault, and more. And he said that he was going to go to his grandmother's house. He's being abused right now. He was assaulted by his own mother. His mom tried to take him to the hospital. And the mother is being calm, saying that, you know, it's a lie. He's causing a scene. And, you know, one of the things that I try to really be about black men's rights, because a lot of times black men are abused. Could be by their mother, by their father, and they don't have a voice. And I'm not saying in the case that Kerrion he could be not telling the truth. I don't know. But now it looks like you are an attention whore, and that something is wrong with you. Because if you were being abused by both of your parents, why did you wait until now to talk about your mother? Now you want to throw your mother under the bus after months after you throw your father under the bus. And now what it looks like to the rest of us in the black social media world is that you're an ungrateful bastard. That's what it looks like. I mean, it sounds like that. It could not be true, but it seems like you're a guy. Your parents tried to do something for you. Your parents tried to help you out in life. Your parents, all they are together, they provided for you. And you turned out to be nothing but a loser. And so because of that, and I'm just speculating here, I don't know, but you're blaming everybody but yourself. Everybody but yourself. And to be honest, it's quite sad. All right? It's quite sad. Because you know what? This is very similar to the situation that we see with Dr. Dre's daughter. Okay? You know, she was begging Dr. Dre for money and all of this stuff, and you know, she needs help. Why he haven't helped her, you know, and all of this and that, LaTanya Young. But you know what? You didn't take advantage of what you're supposed to do. Now you're a bum. I mean, it kind of is what it is, right? Like, you destroyed what you had in your life. And the reason why you are where you are, because parents are not perfect. Mine were not either. I talk about it quite frequently on my channel. My dad was addicted to crack cocaine, and he made a lot of mistakes in his life. And if he was more stable, I would have turned out better. I could have turned out better, right? But it didn't stop me from finishing my program. didn't stop me from getting a bachelor's degree. Biology didn't stop me from what I'm doing today. It didn't stop me. I've achieved everything because my parents, although they were not perfect, although they made bad mistakes, although my parents made some horrendous mistakes at times, some that I will not even talk about. My parents made some really bad mistakes as black parents. But they were not responsible for my failures. I was totally responsible for that. And you have some of these mentally defeated people out there who, despite the cards being handed to you, you know what, I want to talk about this because there are people that ended up in worse situations than you that ended up doing better. That's the problem. You know, I heard the story, I forgot the young lady, but there was a young lady who got into Harvard University. Both her parents were homeless. She had AIDS. Her parents had AIDS. They were living in the car. She ended up getting into Harvard. What is your excuse? When I heard that story, I stopped complaining about everything in my life. And this guy, who had a silver spoon in his mouth, you chose not to be anything. You chose to have problems. Your parents are not to blame. You're to blame. And when you get entitled, spoiled kids, and I'm going to say this too about people who are wealthy, people who have money. We got to stop throwing money at kids. We got to stop throwing money at people. Because anytime you throw money at people, they don't respect it. You know, some people, when you work hard and you come from nothing and you want your kids and your family to have everything, right? Because you remember being poor. You're just teaching them how to be a loser. You're just opening the door for them for how to be a mess up. How to destroy everything in the world. You're just teaching them how to have nothing. And that's why a lot of wealth in America, if you think about it, what happens? Come on, what happens? When wealthy people in the second generation come, in the third generation, you've given them everything so they don't appreciate it. They spend mama and daddy's money and they become broke. That's why wealth doesn't last generations, because you didn't teach them how to manage it. You didn't teach them how to work for it. So they're spoiled. They think that money grows on trees and it doesn't. And then they're broke. The same thing happening here. You're a little piece of crap, dude, because your parents, one of your parents is so successful and he worked his ass off and you didn't learn anything from that experience. And you're ungrateful. Okay? Like, as much as I had to work for what I got it honest. Everything. I saw my parents working like a lot. Even when my dad had issues and stuff, he would always work. He was a functional drug addict. He would work. My mom would work. Every morning her feet would hit the floor. She would work. Okay? I work. I don't take nothing for granted. I work. Many black men in the world, we work for what we get. And when you have people and these entitled little guys like this who don't do anything, they don't do nothing, then they cry about it. Nobody wants to hear your freaking crying. Shut up. Okay? You're no better than anybody else. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe with the bell to get the first come to the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high.